What up, y'all? So, a few weeks ago, I was chilling with my friend, and we was having a few drinks, and we got into deep conversation. And I said, you know what? Let me record this because it's too good not to record. People need to hear this. But then I thought, yo, we drinking and we kind of talking a little crazy, so let me not post this. Um, I don't want to be looked at as like a hypocrite, if you will, or whatever. But then I thought to myself, like, what the hell? Nobody's perfect. Like, what person is perfect? Like, we're talking to the broken people, to we just talking. We're being human. So why not post it? So yeah, this is me mustering up the courage to post it and just saying, hey, it is what it is. Because if I don't post it, that would be time wasted and thoughts from our head and our hearts that's not reaching anybody just because I'm scared to post it. You know. And I was listening to it. It ain't that bad. They got a few good gems in there. Yeah, we curse a few times, but hey, who doesn't? So yeah, I'm posting this for y'all, and hopefully you can find something useful in it. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. What up, y'all? So we was talking, we was having a conversation, right? And we didn't even mean to record this or nothing, but I'm like, this is too good for people not to hear it. So I don't know. I guess how would I even start off asking you this question? I mean, he he never wanted to be a boss, but he realized he had to be a boss once he quit and people followed him. They actually had enough faith in this man to follow him off a fucking cliff. Wait, you're not even in the camera. Off a fucking cliff. They followed him. And he said they're stupid. But yeah, but to be honest, they must have seen a leader in you to even want to do that. Like who follows another man off a cliff? You have a skill.
I'm gonna be real with you. You know what scares the shit out of animals? Fire. That's the equivalency of a human being quitting their job.
Oh, okay. And they followed you into fire. And you're gonna tell me you're not meant well, you didn't say you're not meant to be a leader, but you didn't want to be a leader.
I'm not meant to. I didn't. I'm not meant. Nor do I want to be a leader.
But yet you are. So how did it happen? Like what happened?
Want me quitting?
Yeah, like you quit first and then you just wanted to quit? Like what?
No. Okay. I got 3 partners. I'm partnered with. One is a plumber, master plumber. Everybody's gonna remain anonymous. One is a master plumber, one is a master electrician. The plumber, I did 4 projects with him. Long story short, we was in a big meeting, and the same people whom I did 3 projects with, they was just shorting me with money, bonuses, salary incentives, and I was being held accountable for shit that I just couldn't understand that I'm accountable for. I've saved my clients millions, so it's like that shit went under the table in the name of saving face, so who gets the blame game?
Yeah.
So in the name of that, I was just like, yo, you know what? I think it was really one of those days to where that was that snapping point.
So you quit in
I quit.
this day.
I
It
quit.
wasn't
No. It was
premeditated?
in the. It was really in. I think had I not got blamed at that particular moment during that meeting,
Yeah.
I probably would have stayed.
Yeah.
But the fact that was just like, I don't even want to do this shit no more. I don't even like y'all. I don't like this company. I'm not getting paid enough. I'm underpaid. Y'all blaming me for shit that I don't. I've put everything in submittals. Half y'all don't even read the fucking emails. I'm done. Like it's what the fuck? This is a rat race. Like yeah, I'm done. So it was like I'm out of here, and it really wasn't even no hard feelings. It wasn't like a big argument. I just listened. I kept shaking my head a couple times. I'm not even sure if I was even hearing the fucking words they were saying. I was just shaking my head. And then I just got up. I folded everything up. I gave everybody their paperwork. I said, I'm out of here. And they really died laughing. I said, I quit. They just, everything else, everything I say.
Who died laughing? Your bosses?
Everybody thought I was joking. Until they didn't see me no more. Then it wasn't funny anymore. They stopped laughing. But anyway, long story short, my homeboy who was the plumber, he was the lead plumber. He left that site, I want to say almost half a year later. Come to find out, my other partner who's an electrician, he also left 3 weeks later. I guess they got into a conversation, whatever the case may have been, and then he just left. And then we all, I want to say like a year into that, later that year, we had drinks, we talked, we vibed, and we had a conversation because they was collecting unemployment. But they also heard that I was getting work.
Yeah.
And then the conversation came about, well, what are we doing? And I said, what do you mean we? And I was lost on that for a minute until they actually collectively told me their piece on why they quit. And
was it similar to what you did?
Similar. Construction is a bitch. It's cutthroat. It's dog eat dog.
It's kind of like the world.
Somebody just got to be held responsible for the next shit.
I mean, well, we grew up in this project behind us, so what's different from that to this? And like, why would they feel comfortable to follow you? I mean, that's kind of like somebody following like because it's similar, like in jail, you know how people go to jail, right? And you can say, yo, that's my cousin Joey or whatever, and you be good in Rikers Island or something because everybody know your cousin, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how the P's is. If one of us go to Rikers Island, we do what we supposed to do, all of us follow, you know, and when he come home, he kind of like the OG, right?
Oh, that's it.
So that's kind of similar to how that was, or?
Yeah, but at least in Rikers, it's for self.
Yeah.
Your family not involved. How you feed your family not involved. Being a provider isn't involved. It's just survival at that point. Kind of forsaking everything else.
Yeah.
Which is why when we had the conversation, you know, I brought them close, and I said, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Because I wouldn't have never followed you niggas and quit my job. You know what kind of risk, like, and I can imagine how that conversation went with their loved ones. Like, to be fired is a bitch, but to quit and have no solid plan
Safety
B,
net.
yeah, it's like.
So wait, but most of the men in the world, right? If we're leaders, we snap at some point and we say, "Yo, I'm done with this," and we go out with no safety, right? All of the leaders go out with no safety net after one point or another, you know, at one point or another. And the other day, you told my father, hey, because my father, you know, he likes to do things for me. He told him, hey, let him get a scratch, let him hit his face on the floor. So I guess every man that wants to be a man. Not saying if you work for another man, you're not a man, but every man who really wants to be a man has to move without a safety net. Correct? Despite what everybody says.
Yeah, at some point, you do got to take a leap of faith to some degree. Like, your morals sometimes are going to conflict with orders, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because faith is not something you can see. It's something you have to walk, correct?
It's definitely not tangible.
It's not tangible at all.
You got to take a leap of faith.
So how do you feel taking a leap? How did you feel when you had to take a leap of faith? Was you worried like what your girl would say, or like that's a big leap, quitting your job just in one day. It's not premeditated. You just like, you know what, forget it. You walk out. Like, how do you explain that to even yourself? The other day I think I lost my keys, and I said, wait, where did I put this thing? Like, if this was like yesterday, how would I even explain this to myself? Like, how could I lose my keys? I can't even explain this to myself. I couldn't have lost them. So, you know, you have those moments like, bro, I can't even explain this to myself. It's no way. So, how was that moment? Like, you know?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I do know. It was just, well, first off, they owe me money. To this day, they owe me about 50 grand.
Dang.
So, yeah, that adds a lot of insult to injury. I'm underpaid being a PM. I'm undervalued. I'm the first person in, I'm the last person out. Man, fuck y'all. I'm out of here. Like, I don't.
But
It's no point in it.
That still doesn't justify quitting, John. I mean, it doesn't.
Well,
You
here's
still
the
gotta
thing.
pay bills.
Well, I'm a hustler at the end of the day. So
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out regardless.
So
I'm gonna figure it out regardless. My mindset is like, even if I don't have a job, I'm still gonna make the means to figure this out. But I actually like the job. I just don't like you motherfuckers who's attached to the job. So why not just do your own thing? I like working. I like doing construction. I like doing management. I like doing carpentry. I like doing all of that. I just didn't like the circumstance that I was attached to.
okay.
I don't like the fact that I'm being blamed for $250,000 in glass.
Isn't that where everyone is in their job and they just won't quit? Isn't
No.
like almost everyone pissed off at their job but they won't quit because they have bills, you know?
I can say this much. If you are resourceful and you are exceptional, if you just a regular dude who didn't really take anything from yesterday and you're just getting by, I would advise you don't quit anything. No, for real. Like, if you're not that kind of guy that's really talented, that's really exceptional, I was a guy they did not want to fire. They tolerated me. They did not want to fire me.
Because they tolerated you because you were difficult, that you could do your job. Because people like me, I'm difficult because you're not just going to tell me to do anything. I got to do the job correctly. And if I'm to do the job correctly, you just can't expect me to run with anything, can you? I mean, can you really?
To a certain degree, that's a yes and no. I wasn't at the highest of the food chain, so everybody got a boss. Everybody got to take orders. I don't call nobody my boss, but I do have somebody above me whom, if he says do it this way,
We all do.
I have to do it that way. Now, what I could do is do it this way while putting in the submittal that I requested otherwise to cover my ass, to when it goes wrong, I'm not the person you're going to point at.
Okay.
But even then, this is a doomed experiment.
It is.
It's really a doomed experiment. So if I'm going to fight tooth and nail to save this motherfucker's company millions, why not do it for your own company?
I feel like everybody's job is doomed to do some shit. Like,
No, it's not.
almost
FedEx people, they get paid to deliver packages. If you're not home, I'll try again tomorrow. If you're not home again, your shit going back to the depot. It's that clean and simple. I got paid to put the fucking tires on the top and the roof at the bottom.
okay.
As backwards as that sounds. And when it came out as a finished product, I got blamed for doing it.
So you quit.
You owe me money. I'm frustrated. I'm losing sleep. I'm doing OT. I'm literally doing 3 hours of sleep a day.
Was that it? easy conversation with your girl,
I didn't have that conversation. I just said I'll figure it out.
and she trusted you enough.
I figured it out.
She
come
trusted you,
through.
man. That's a big thing, though. That means you're consistent. That means
No, but I get results. Now, if it was like touch and go,
That's
then
why people
then she's
quit
worried.
their jobs and follow you.
No, I'm not quitting my job if I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm not quitting my job.
So-
Like, for me to quit my job is to quit my livelihood or put it on pause in good faith.
You must have some big faith, man. Because that's how I'm feeling.
I didn't have faith at all. I'm doing this for me. They had faith.
in you.
I guess. But
Just
we
for,
making it work.
just for context, just in case I clip it a little bit, 3 people quit their job behind him quitting. Yeah.
And they my partners, matter of fact. And we actually doing good. We actually doing good. Consider, I can actually say we profited a nice 300 grand profit that we have to split for the last year. And that's really not bad for the average contract. But it's a bitch.
Yeah.
It's an uphill battle. And I understand how these big companies survived as long as they did, as opposed to an individual trying to make ends meet just to be an actual proper LLC holder. That shit is a bitch, bro. That shit is a bitch.
What about everybody that's just trying to, like, be not a rich man, but they want to be free, if you will. Like, everybody can't do 300K in profit in a year. That was a year.
That was a year? No. That was like 8 months, almost a year.
You realize you're doing better than you thought you were, huh? A little bit.
No, not really. That 300 got split. That's not just mine. Now, if it was just mine, I did great.
Take the win.
I'm just saying, like, if it
take
was,
the win, bro.
I take a lamb shot, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a solemn effort, and I can actually admit that, and I'm happy
Nothing
for
was,
that.
yeah. Nothing
Like,
is.
nothing is a solemn effort. You gotta have it.
Can you name one person that just did it on their own with no help?
No,
Not one person.
no. You need a publisher. You need a PM. You need an editor. You need somebody. We all need somebody. I don't give a fuck who you is. What's the Tesla dude? Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Yeah, his pops
Elon.
taught him. So even him, he didn't do it by himself. They got their shits from rubies in Africa. That was handed down to them. Nobody does this shit by themselves.
True.
So, okay, I'll take a win, but I'll definitely say it's an uphill. It's worthwhile. I'd rather fight for mine than fight for the next motherfucker to save him millions.
So if you had 3 words to say about your business self, what would it be? Your business, like, you know how you got, like, I would say for me, I got 3 sides of myself: the creative self, business self, and maybe like just me around. Nah, not even then, cause you know how, like, sometimes you with your family and you can't even be yourself. As fucked up as that might sound, it's like you can't even be yourself. That's another side of you gotta pull out. You gotta pull out like 6 or 7 sides of you, like, almost every day. Or it might be just one person. And you might not read the room and don't give a fuck. And just be yourself.
I'd rather not be there at all. If I can't be me, and I understand what you're saying, but I never.
Yeah, some rooms you just can't be yourself in.
No, I'm gonna be myself, or unless I just don't want to be there. Period.
Yeah, but do you agree that some rooms you literally have to be in that you don't want to be in? So do you read
That's why I quit. That's why I just leave. I'm not.
So you never,
I'm not muting myself.
Yeah, but at a certain point, it's like certain time, certain place, everywhere.
I believe that.
All right.
I know how to be according, but I'm not an asshole. I know how to read the room. I know how to act accordingly. I'm not by nature a derelict, a dickhead. I mean, like it's not like
Yeah, no.
yeah. So it's not like I'm a person that needs to know how to shut the fuck up. Some people do need to know how to shut the fuck up. Like you just need to shut the fuck up. I'm not that kind of person.
So you never mute this. You never read the room and just be like,
I'd rather just if that's I need to leave. I've definitely read the room, but I just need to leave. No, for real. Like I read the room a couple times and I was like,
because
yeah, I gotta leave.
It's some rooms I'm in, like when I speak and I know what I'm speaking is the truth, but it's almost like they don't want me to speak. They rather me shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry to curse, but like they just rather me be quiet than say my truth. And sometimes I feel wrong for like speaking sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I've definitely had
Like,
some
damn.
occasions to where in my post jobs they asked me to do a public speech and you know how you revise what you're gonna talk, what you're gonna say rather, and you know there's been times where I said, are you sure you want me to speak? Because I don't you might not you sure you really want me to speak?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
do you know what you're really buying?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna do this your way. I wasn't like I was just telling you, I'm grateful for my parents, especially my mom. Like, if I'm not speaking from me, then I'd rather not speak at all. I don't mind taking a back seat, but I'm not gonna dance for you. Like, if I'm not comfortable, if it's not my cup of tea, or if it's not the right place to be, I'd rather just leave. There's no harm in leaving. I'll leave. I've definitely had a couple times where I read the room and I say, you know what? I think I should leave. I don't really think y'all want to hear what I got to say because I'm not tapered to the certain degree. I'm not tailored. I'm not what they call it.
You're not to be persuaded.
Yeah, what's the word? Like I'm not politically correct. I'm not polished. I'm not somebody who you could sticky note his ass to death and tell him these are the talking
And
points
they
that
hate
I
that.
need. Hence why
They'll
I quit.
kill you for that.
I quit.
You told me that, didn't you?
They will.
They would just kill me for what I believe in.
But that's
and
all
they
right.
have. They try to slaughter character.
But that's all right.
Character.
Though. That means I
persecute.
just don't need to be there. At least not from your point of view.
Yeah.
I'll tackle this from my point of view. I'm gonna tell it my way on my platform.
But if Martin Luther King fought like that, where would we be? Some of those rooms that we want to walk out of.
I'm a Malcolm X person. He told you what needed to be said. If he hitting you upside the head, you bust his ass. Make him stop.
I believe that, but that's from conditioning.
That's not
That's
conditioning. That's
concrete.
exhaustion.
Yes, but that's also from the concrete jungle we have behind us, is it not?
They the main ones that's gonna bust your ass. No, right or wrong. Like if I believe that this is the right way and this is my only way, then I need you to get out the way. And if not, then all right, fine. Maybe we shouldn't be in the same room together. That goes back to reading the room. But I'm not gonna mute myself or try to politically correct myself or try to alter the playing field to be what's appropriate. Maybe I just shouldn't be here.
So you're not made to be an employee, period. They want
I don't
you
think
to-
anybody really made to be an employee.
Exactly.
Nobody's made to work for the next person.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you could persuade yourself to do it because maybe you just don't got nothing going for yourself. I don't think nobody's born to be a worker.
It's a prison.
No. I take that back. Some of us really are born to be a worker.
It's easier to be a
Some
worker.
of us is, some of us, everybody,
Well,
some of
we-
us are pawns.
Yeah.
Some of us are pawns. And it's fucked up, but yeah, some of us really
I
are
mean,
pawns.
it's not messed up. That's how the world is.
Yeah, that's reality. Some of us are pawns, some of us are rooks. You gotta know your
Right.
position. Everybody can't be a king. Everybody can't be a king. Some of us, y'all are made. The majority really are made to follow.
Yeah.
That's why we go to college.
What you mean?
That's why we go to college.
What
You go to college to be a worker bee. You don't really go to college to be an entrepreneur.
Okay. I haven't went to college, and I always.
I
felt
own
stupid
my
for it.
business, and then I'm gonna hire you, hoping that you do
Hell
got
yeah.
a degree.
50 Cent told me that. I'm not gonna lie. He said I never went to college, but everybody that works for me did.
I want them to have an education. You're gonna protect my money at all costs. I'm shit. Half my workers got a degree. You know, there's only 3 of them, but I'm just saying they got a degree.
Somebody.
Yeah, you damn right how much you educated to run my business. But I personally don't think you need those things. But again, I think some of us, yeah, I gotta be pawns. That's the way this world turns.
Hell yeah. Everybody was a king. We'll be screwed. Yo, huh?
No, you won't.
How? How not?
You have countries, Aruba, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Everybody's rich. Everybody has a little bit of everything. Yes, you can.
Everybody could be equal.
Imagine the dominance and unity that would provide. Imagine how powerful y'all would be if everybody could knock everybody the fuck out. That would be a force to be trifled with. Did that never not occur?
It's impossible for all of us to get on one accord. All right, so you know
we just not good at doing it.
Nigga, nobody is. I'm sorry to call you that N-word because we're not talking on our own time. We're talking on camera. I don't want to call you the N-word. It's my brother. Sorry. But listen, you remember Cain and Abel, right? So Cain killed Abel, right? But before he ever had a heart of a killer, he had a heart of a slave master, correct? Because if God wasn't there, he would have probably made Abel do all his work. He wouldn't have had to kill him. But since God was there, he got so frustrated that it was just a spare of the moment thing because he was so jealous of Abel in that moment.
He just wasn't a good dude.
He wasn't. He wasn't. You're right.
Just call him what he is. He just wasn't a good dude. Everybody can't be a good dude.
I mean, you're right. But
he just wasn't a good dude.
Again, that goes to one man saw himself as meat, and so he became meat. One man saw himself as a hunter, so he sharpened his spear. You know, like we all cannot sharpen our spears. Some people gonna see themselves as meat, Johnny, and that's just the way the cookie is.
I can't save them, but how many teams you've seen
where everybody
to where they were sharp? Yeah, you have.
Ooh.
You have Riri, Hove, Kanye. All 3 are billionaires. And I say that to say this. You have 3 black individuals who just contradicted that statement. And they can, in unison, work together. Regardless of what their differences are socially.
But him and Kanye got beef, so that's a
regardless of what their conditions are socially. You've seen them at a point coexist.
Of course, but
that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it lasted. How many times you see Navy SEALs? How many times you see Navy SEALs who are warriors? They will fuck you up individually. In unison, they will terrorize a whole fucking colony.
It's true.
How many times you seen?
Equal,
it's
some Navy SEALs bullied Navy SEAL. Do you believe that? One Navy SEAL could bully another Navy SEAL?
That's right.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
But you've seen
seen
the opposing end of that, though. Don't act like you didn't.
We're still living it. It's no end to this stuff.
That's life.
Until Jesus comes.
But regardless of what, you've seen the negative and the positive behind it.
Yes.
You've seen people in unison who are great coexist.
Yes.
You've seen people who are not great to be together coexist.
Yes.
It happens.
Me and my girl is oil and water.
Sometimes that works.
That works.
And y'all made a chemistry bond, right?
Yes. Do you know someone you oil and water with that it works?
Me and Zaya. Me and Jake Paul.
Men and women normally disagree, right?
Well, we made it.
Yeah.
But it's at a point, me and Jake Paul was like that. We literally came to blows with everything. Together, you couldn't fuck with us. I'm sorry. I don't care what age bracket you was. You couldn't fuck with us on a money tip. You couldn't fuck with us with fucking bitch. I'm sorry, fucking women. You just couldn't do it.
Thing.
Like my bad.
Yeah,
like you couldn't.
right.
Like you just You had no wins. You had no wins at all. And we oil and water. We don't agree for a little of anything outside of we need to eat, shit, and sleep. And we barely agree on that. Like, but at the end of the day, like, you couldn't tell us nothing together. At all.
That's why they try to separate.
Shaq and Kobe. You couldn't get nothing.
That's why they try to tear us apart, huh?
Ain't nobody that can tear us apart but us. It might be some background noise, but nobody but us can tear us apart. Now, when you start feeding into it, when your ego start getting involved, and
every man has an ego.
Every person has an ego.
Eh.
Name an entity that doesn't have an ego. Nigga, lions got egos.
Lions is the main one.
Apes got egos.
Of course.
Elephants got egos.
You're talking about some fucking...
Everybody got egos.
I don't know.
From that perspective, fucking ants.
Yo,
Queen bee.
You know what I realized today? You know how you learn something every day? Yo, turtles and birds was around with dinosaurs. Them niggas is still here.
400 plus years old. You think they don't get... Yes, they are. Tortoises live old.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not talking about individually. I'm talking about them as a species.
Yeah.
They was around when dinosaurs were around. They're still here. But nobody thinks about that. Nobody talks about it.
You think they don't got egos?
Of course.
Older than half of you cocksuckers around.
Them snapping turtles will snap your finger. That's just what
so
they
who doesn't
do.
got an ego? Everybody has it.
Damn, I never realized. I never thought of that. Everybody, we're born with the ego.
Flowers. Roses, the most in-demand flower, have egos.
Yeah,
you tulips don't got shit on me. You buy me when Valentine's Day come or any other fucking occasion come. I'm bought to get pussy. For real, like I'm just saying.
This guy
who doesn't got an ego?
I don't know. Does any one of y'all don't have an ego?
Name one of you motherfuckers who don't get fools. Don't start feeling yourself when makeup come on, when your cologne gets snapped on, when you bought your first pair of good $1,000 shoes, when you feel good on that Friday night. Nigga, you mean to tell me you don't feel yourself? You don't got a fucking ego? You're a liar if you say you don't.
There gotta be something in this world that doesn't have an ego.
Nothing has an ego. Nothing that
doesn't have an ego.
Everything has an ego.
Hey. What about pride? Everything doesn't have pride, right?
Name one that doesn't.
I don't know. It's a sin to have pride. I try not to have pride. I try to detach from myself. You know how people are self-centered? They say, oh, the best thing I could do for myself is love myself. And that's not true. I mean, the best thing you could do is love the community, love God, love,
I think that
because
is true.
everything comes back to you anyway.
I think that is true.
Loving others is loving yourself, doesn't it?
If you can't love yourself, how the fuck I'm gonna love you?
Well, it starts with it. I mean,
I can't give you something I ain't give myself. I'd be a hypocrite and a liar.
You know how some people could love people, but they can't love themselves? Like, they could tell you you're so beautiful.
That's impossible, bro. You're lying. You're
you
hollow
think so?
inside.
You think everybody...
You're a phantom. If you can sit there and be in a room, dying inside, talking about I love you, and go home and cry to yourself to death because you don't love yourself. You're a phantom.
Okay. I believe that.
No, like
you said it with so much conviction.
Look at that person. Like, who could sit there and coddle the world, and then when you get home with nobody to coddle you, you just fall the fuck down and break?
A lot of people. You'll be
so
surprised.
how could you possibly love anything? You don't even have a concept of love. Look at you.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man.
That would question your concept of love. True. You over here dedicating yourself to everything but yourself.
But doesn't a lot of people do that? Most people love and don't get it in return, and they don't in return they don't love themselves.
Oh no, I know for a fact that things that I give people, I will probably would never get in return. I love myself. I don't always like myself, but I love myself, and I'm never probably going to get what I give back in return. And I accept that. Like, I don't even try to measure myself to that anymore. Like, I know for a fact if you've seen what I give people, I'm never going to give that back. Get that back. I'm never going to get that back. So if you're trying to exchange love for love, then you fuck that. That's a doomed equation. It's never going to be an even swap. If you think that is the case, then you fucked up. I don't know what to tell you. You're in for a rude awakening because you're never going to get that back in exchange. But I happen to actually love myself.
Does anybody love you more than, not more than you love yourself, but love you like how you're explaining? Like,
They did already.
okay, fair enough.
I would say Zara, but not to that magnitude. Those people are dead. That's the fucked up part, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think if you don't love yourself, how can I give you something that that's foreign to me?
I don't know. I thought I did it for many years, but
No, like that's a real. How can I give you something that's foreign to me?
you don't know how to love yourself, but you see the beauty in other people. It's almost like you like people better than you like yourself or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I could agree with that, but that's admiration. How can I love you? How can I
You
give you
just don't want
something?
to be here. Like, if you didn't have to be here, you wouldn't. But like, you love things.
I think you can admire something. I can't give something that I've never gave to myself. I don't even know what that something is.
Probably did love yourself and you lost it, but you love your child, so you love your child more than you love yourself.
That's a granted. That's a given.
Yeah, so
Hopefully.
hopefully.
But that's a given. And even then, all I have to give this child is all I have to give, and that may not even be the definition of love. How many times you've been in situations where or seen situations rather, where a mother neglected the kid, but that was her version of love?
A lot.
That's all she has to give.
A lot.
Like, that's literally all she has internally to give you.
It's to abandon you.
I mean, that wasn't the plan. She probably started off good and somewhere down the line and got exhausted, but that's all she had to give. She was exhausted.
Well, yeah.
She was exhausted. She can't pull out her ass. Like, that's magic at that point. Like, that's all she had. That's it. That's all she was given, probably, to a degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That goes a long way. All I have to is literally all I have to give you.
That's fucked up.
No, that's not fucked
I
up.
don't mean to cry.
Probably from your perspective.
I mean, I know that's that's life.
But
that's what we told
from
you.
From the reciprocant's perspective, it is fucked up. But
it is, bro.
But from hers, that's all she has.
Who cares about her perspective?
That's all she has.
I don't care. Then why make a baby?
That's all she got, bro.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Shouldn't have made the baby.
That's everyday people.
It shouldn't be.
I don't think a lot of things should or shouldn't be, but it is. Like, I at that point in time, like, that was literally all she could literally provide and muster up to provide for you.
But at least you got a life, right? At least you living. School. All forgiven. Man. I guess I'm being bitter and unappreciative. Ooh. But that's fucked up.
I'll tell you what. Somebody got less.
Oh.
And I'm not saying that to say muscle up, but I will say somebody did get less.
It's true.
Some people don't even know their parents. All they know is survival. So you got more than a little bit. Not that that should mean something. I don't think a kid should. I'm not saying that a kid should know that to be his reality, but I will say that
Gotta take your wins.
take your wins, bro. Got something. Now you could take that battle with her tomorrow if that makes you feel any better. But at the end of the day,
No, you take
she's
your
not
wins.
gonna understand. This
Yeah.
is literally all she knows, and there's a good chance she gave you more than what she got.
True.
So, from that perspective,
Let
take
it
the
be.
win. No, I'm not gonna say let it be, but take the win today. Talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. Shit.
Have
Live
the
to-
conversation.
Live to fight another
Because there's
day.
been times where I was questioning shit too, but then I had to walk a mile in their shoes, and then you really figure out, okay,
But you're still not a parent.
I'm not a parent, but I had to actually digest the shit that my parents went through. Now I understand their choices. Not that's supposed to make me feel better.
Yeah.
It's not about making me feel better. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to understand what's going on here. What's going on in your
Being
mind?
an adult is a bitch.
Nah, it's not about being an adult. Because they was kids too, having the same problems, asking the same questions, having the same issues, having the same anger. And there's a good chance nobody was there to give them an answer. Nobody did this parenting shit before. This is everybody's first time. And I think sometimes we forget that. This is their first time doing this. Nobody's been a parent before for ages to master it. This is our first time doing this shit. And none of us got it right on the first chance. We did the best we could on the first chance.
First, you don't get a second chance.
That's my point. Forgive them, hate them, love them, resent them. It's up to you. Just know that this was their first time doing this. In their circumstance.
Oh yeah.
It's not like they chose, let me choose the best part of my life to be a parent. Nah, it happened and this is what it is.
Shit is happening to me right now.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, in that position, I'm not going to say take the win, but take what you can from it.
Shit. Speaking of, I almost forgot I was a person from then.
We all
Asking
people.
questions.
Now
Like, damn, I'm
imagine,
about to be a father.
now imagine having questions and nobody there to answer them.
Gotcha.
Or nobody there to give you a proper answer.
Wow, true.
At least you could get a good fucking
Well-
decent answer.
Thank God we live in this day.
No, you should thank God you live in your life. You have two parents who can give you an answer.
Oh yeah, but
And you can weigh it out.
it also takes a village.
No, granted. But at least you have
Really good world.
you have foundation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean as a kid? Of course. Oh, yeah.
As an adult.
Well, as an adult,
As you
we-
live and
we
breathe.
learn our own ways.
As you live and breathe. You can still go back home and ask questions.
Sometimes our parents don't know, and we can't fault them for that. We gotta go research on our own.
How
We
about
gotta
you walk
do
them
it.
out in their shoes?
I am.
No. You and I'm sorry to say this, all we can do is imagine. We can't.
Bro,
You know-
that's the past is the past. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just saying.
They
what-
are.
What the past?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say the past is the past. The past
Past
is
is
a
the past.
big part of our fucking future. That's how we got here.
Well,
Stop! Don't just shrug that shit off. Like that's not just something you just sweep and throw in the garbage. Nah, the past.
you learn from it, you move on.
Assuming you learned. And
Assuming
moving
you
on is a
learned.
motherfucker.
And sometimes we gotta learn again and again.
Learning from it, that's good luck, brother. But moving on, I can't. It used to be easy to be like, yo, just move on. Nah, I'm not moving on from shit. This shit still hurt. The fuck you mean move on? Now that much I do know. You know, just move on. This shit still bleeding, nigga.
Seem like you move on from a lot though.
Nah, just adapt good. That's all. I know life not playing with me.
You said life ain't playing.
Damn sure ain't though. I don't know. Alright, son. Alright.